When you think of an engagement, you probably think of getting on one knee, proposing marriage to a potential mate, or you may think of a ring. More specifically, though, a diamond ring.
Look, the wedding ring.
For centuries, diamonds have been used to symbolize love and commitment. But only in modern times have they become what seems to be the standard or only option for a proper engagement. So why a diamond? Is it because of the sparkle? Is it because it is the most valuable out of all of the other precious stones? Or simply the most traditional? Well, you may be surprised to find out that all of those reasons are wrong. What if I told you that from the very beginning, you have been taught a well-crafted lie?
Diamonds, like a great love, seem impervious to the laws of time.
And that everything you've ever known about the diamond ring is a scam. The first well-documented use of a diamond ring was recorded in 1477, when the Archduke Maximilian of Austria presented his future wife, Mary of Burgundy, with a gift to mark their engagement. Naturally, this sparked a trend among those of high status, royalty, and wealth, due to the fact that at this time, diamonds were exceptionally rare and very expensive. But that didn't last forever. Nearly 400 years later, in 1866, diamond deposits were found in South Africa. With the advancement of technology, industrialization, and a greater supply of diamonds themselves, the price of these precious stones decreased significantly.
No other country produces as many diamonds as South Africa, and the world depends on us for these sparkling gems.
With greater supply came greater demand, along with every woman's dream to attain this permanent symbol of lifelong love and commitment. And that's why diamond engagement rings are the world's greatest tradition. Just kidding. Because diamonds now flooded the market and were not so rare, prices could continue to plummet. So investors and businessmen had an ingenious idea: make them rare. According to Edward J. Epstein's 1982 Atlantic story, have you ever tried to sell a diamond? Epstein explains what he calls the diamond invention, the creation of the idea that diamonds are rare and valuable. You might be asking yourself, so diamonds aren't rare? Well, not as rare as you may have thought. These businessmen who operated mines in South Africa recognized that if they could maintain the idea of diamonds being extremely hard to come by, they would be able to protect their investments and boost prices.
Diamonds are graded at the mine for size, color, and quality. Few of them are good enough to be sold as jewels, but all diamonds are valuable.
They did this by deliberately controlling the supply of diamonds that reached the market, launching a series of South African-based cartels that retained ultimate control over the entire diamond trade. They would then stockpile these gems and only release small amounts into the hands of the public at a time. The majority of these mines eventually consolidated into what was called De Beers Consolidated Mines Limited, or what we know simply as De Beers today. Eventually, though, the glory came to an abrupt halt. Due to economic hardship experienced around the globe, popularity of the diamond engagement ring declined after the onset of the First World War in 1914, and collapsed even further during the Great Depression. So in order to protect their empire, De Beers hired on the New York ad agency N.W. Ayer, known for creating the phrase, "When it rains, it pours," the slogan for Morton Salt.
Morton Salt, in the familiar blue package, or convenient table shakers. When it rains, it pours.
To reinvigorate the image of diamond engagement rings in America, N.W. Ayer began by targeting the most impressionable. What they found through market research was that diamonds were going out of style, with only 10% of engagement rings containing one. Their first phase of advertising began in 1939, educating the younger generation of the 4 C's: cut, carats, color, and clarity. Throughout the years, they continued to target young men and their ego by crafting the idea that a man's love, and especially success, were proportionate to the size and quality of the diamond he purchased.
A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Thus, the diamond, and only diamonds, were synonymous with romance. Even more, diamonds were now a physical representation of what a woman could expect of her lifestyle in the future. Sometime after, in the late 40s, De Beers began to infiltrate more and more households through an approach even more common today. We all know them. Glamorous movie stars would be given diamonds to use as their symbols of indestructible love. The agency would offer stories and photographs to select magazines, which would reinforce the link between diamonds and romance. Stories would report the size of diamonds they wore and the glittering stone on the hand of a well-known woman. Their strategy was successful: create, quote-unquote, role models for the less fortunate middle-class earner. But their biggest, and arguably history's greatest example of marketing, was introduced in 1947, when De Beers launched its timeless slogan, "A diamond is forever."
A diamond is forever, De Beers.
Even though diamonds can in fact be shattered, chipped, and discolored over the course of normal wear, the slogan perfectly conveyed the idea that a diamond's purity and durability were directly linked to the long-term success of marriage. Within just a few years, diamond sales soared a staggering 50%. Now, the diamond engagement ring not only seemed like the logical choice, but the inevitable choice. With the minds and hearts of the general public now in their grip, De Beers could grab hold of their wallets too. Diamonds didn't need to be priced based on intrinsic value alone. It was with this corporate giant that the idea originated for 1 month's income to be spent on a diamond ring. And by the 1980s, that figure increased to 2 months' income and 3 months in Japan. By 2012, the average cost of an engagement ring in the US was reportedly $4,000, and 3 out of 4 of American brides now wear a diamond ring that matches those figures. Before World War II, only 10% of American rings contained a diamond, but with the help of clever marketing and strategic business practices on the part of De Beers, sales rose from $23 million to a whopping $2.1 billion in 1979. It's clear that De Beers didn't sell a brand, but an idea, tapping into some of the deepest parts of human psychology without our even realizing it. And what's even more amazing, they might be doing it again. Is De Beers releasing information about their controversial past in order to boost sales in their latest investment? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to learn about more lies we bought.